Hey guys, it's me, Rochelle, with M3THREE. Today is May 10th, and I just wanted to go ahead and do segment 2, Parenting with Mental Disorders of M3THREE. So, this is a pretty touchy subject for me. I'm open about it, but it kind of makes me feel like I'm lacking a little bit, but that's okay. I deal with that. Anyways, let's go ahead and begin my journal. Let's see. Okay. I have been dealing with my mental diseases since I was 14 years old, so not my entire life. My kids, however, have been dealing with my disorders their whole lives. So as trying as it may get for me, I know that it's worse for them, so it's all they've known. But to give myself a bit of credit, I've come a long way. The road has been bumpy, but I am pretty happy with where I'm headed. I've learned coping skills or coping mechanisms to all my mental disorders. So first, a brief Rochelle history lesson. Okay, I'll be doing that sometimes. I wasn't officially diagnosed bipolar until I was 17 years old by a treatment center therapist, though I've been bipolar since I was 14. I suffer from anxiety, insomnia, depression, and of course mood swings. I don't keep these things a secret, but in case you didn't know, now you do. Okay. What is it like parenting with mental disorders? The best description I can compare it to is this. So when you plan something, let's use skydiving as the activity. You hype yourself up in a number of ways. By the way, I want to skydive, never have, but I needed a major thrilling activity to use for comparison. Okay, so you get excited but scared too. Can't stop thinking about it. You also kind of get freaked out and want to back away and back out, but you know it's something you really want to experience. But it's crazy scary, and you're not sure how you're going to do it or if you'll be good at it, but you take the lunge anyways. So you finally go for it. Even with all the built-up anxiety, you just can't pass on this opportunity, but you constantly worry about all details of it. To me, that's what it's like. So I constantly worry that I'm messing with my kids' lives because my coping mechanisms are a bit time-consuming. For example, writing. Sure, I do most of everything while they are gone or busy. I try my best to not be overly snappy or overly mean. I apologize 1,000 times on a bad day, and that's true. When I'm having a moody day and I'm just like chilling and I'm writing, I try to apologize to them for letting my disorders take over and having to write, but sometimes I have to do what I have to do. So, I start with, for things I probably shouldn't be apologizing for. So some of those things, I shouldn't probably have to apologize for having to take a time out and calm myself down, but I do apologize because it's time consuming. But that's my anxiety telling me I don't do enough. I don't try hard enough. I'm plagued with negative thoughts about myself and my parenting skills. But I've learned my first thought is not the best thought to go with. So I've been learning to ignore my mind's voice. LOL. But not so much that I leave room for slacking. See, on the good side, that nagging voice of anxiety telling me it's not enough makes me try even harder to be the best person I can be. So even though, I plague myself with these negative thoughts. It keeps me on my toes. But enough about anxiety. Well, most of what I just said went for all my mental disabilities. Mood swings are fun. Ha! Sure, there are times I have reason to be upset or rushed or impatient, but these qualities or quirks are some ways my bipolar makes me feel. I often worry I yelled too loud or for the wrong reasons or too much. And yes, I yell, LOL. And yes, I write LOL a lot, so tell me who doesn't, LOL. I try to own my actions and apologize if it's caused by my diagnosis. But I'm not my diagnosis. I'm not. It's only a little part of who I am. But on the other hand, it has a lot to do with who I am because, yeah. So it's a part of who I am, but it's not all of me. So not every dang time I'm upset is due to being bipolar. I really dislike when people assume my frustration is always me being snappy because of the diagnosis. Sometimes there are legit reasons behind my attitude. So that happens to me a lot. Let me just continue reading. I try nowadays to calmly state my issue and not be rude about issues that may arise. How people take me having an issue is on them. So that's one way I'm trying to teach my kids to deal with mental disabilities. To calmly speak what the issue is. Tone of voice is a major key in communication. People don't realize that. But tone of voice and body language is really important when you're talking to somebody. But I slip up, so do they. But they also are learning to recognize when they are rude, especially for no reason. Having these disabilities makes it easier for me to know how to guide them through disabilities that they may wind up with. I'm showing them what I do to cope, and I try to explain when I'm having a moment and need space to calm down so things don't escalate. Yeah, I try to explain that to them. Sometimes it comes out in a frustrated tone and I have to apologize, but at least they see me trying to right my wrongs and not always use my mental issues as my reasoning for being snappy. Sometimes it is my issues flaring up and I'll explain the difference when they give me reason to be stern or snappy from when it's my flare-ups. Most of the time I explain. Like sometimes in the heat of the moment I don't explain that I have a legit reason, but it happens. I make mistakes, but that's parenting for you, LOL. Because these issues, I do get flustered quickly and often, and I do like my peace, but it gets frustrating sometimes, getting flustered quickly, that is. Like, it frustrates me that I get flustered quickly, and it's something I'm working on. I hate being so quick to get annoyed, but it is what it is. As I said, I apologize a lot. Sometimes it's suffocating to be so worried about messing up someone's life. That's ultimately what I'm scared of, screwing my kids up. Like, I'm trying to teach them the positive side of these disorders, but they also see the negative side. But this is one dream I will never give up on, even on my darkest of days. Being their mother wins out over everything else. As long as I have children, so the rest of my life, LOL. I know I can pull through any emotion I may be feeling. I can pull through any rough days because I can never give up on myself. Because no matter their age, they will always need me. They carry me through. I credit them for everything good and right in my life, always. If it weren't for them, I may have succumbed to the pressures of my mental disorders a long time ago. Well, I guess what I'm trying to say is it's just as rewarding as, what's the word? Oh yeah, normal. Ha, define normal. Anyways, that's long enough. Don't want to bore y'all. Okay, so that's how I feel about parenting with mental disorders. It's a struggle, but it's really, worth it. I love being a mom. It's, I've had a lot of dreams, and this one is one that actually came true for real. So, I cherish every second of it, even the bad. Well, anyways, that's it for today's segment of M3THREE. This has been me, Rochelle. And if y'all could please like and share and subscribe, I would greatly appreciate it. Alright, so see y'all next time.